The home of Ghanaian actress Jackie Appiah recently caught fire, and this has left a lot of people in pains. Many blaming the Ghanaian fire service for not showing up in time, while some saying it is Jackie Appiah's haters that set her house on fire, while others saying, oh, it is scammer that is dealing with Jackie Appiah. What are your thoughts about this? You're welcome to my channel. I'm Delicious Army. Over here, I talk Ghana, I talk Kenya, South Africa, Nigeria, and all the issues relating to them. Kindly do well by liking the video. Kindly do well by subscribing to the channel. Ghanaian actress Jackie Appiah's luxury home, the home that cost this woman over 10 years to build, to furnish, has caught fire and has burnt down into ashes. This unfortunate incident occurred when the actress was out of the country on a private visit. Jackie Appiah was currently in Nigeria, where she is working with Nigerian actress Jennifer, that is Funke Akindele, on, Everyone Loves Jennifer, and she struck a very huge deal there before moving down to Ghana and also going out again for private matters before the unfortunate news of her home being burnt down got to her. This has left a lot of people sad. People have just been so sad and saying, why can this happen? How can this lady lose all she has lost? She has, worked for in the twinkle of an eye. Many saying that indeed this is vanity. Vanity upon vanity. But is this really vanity? Because many people have been complaining that the Ghanaian fire service were called immediately the fire started, that they called the Ghanaian fire service, but to no avail did the Ghanaian fire service show up, saying they called and called and called, but the Ghanaian fire service did not show up. It had to take the effort of people living in that area to start pouring water, start pouring ashes, start pouring sand, a lot of things to stop the fire. Fortunately for Jackie Appiah, she has good neighbors. She has neighbors that actually care about her. She has neighbors that are nice to her. But what happened? Why did the Ghanaian fire service not show up? I do not know, but for the little research I've done, we just heard that they do not show up. This has become a rampant thing in Nigeria also, and also in Ghana. Nigeria and Ghana has similar issues. Many of the things in this part of the world, unfortunately, do not work. And it's really sad. This same thing happened to a Nigerian actor and also comedian with the name AY. I'm sure many of you, heard of AY's story when AY's home caught fire and they called and called and called and called the fire service. Nigerian fire service did not show up until that man's multi-billion naira home burnt into ashes. The same thing has happened in Ghana, and that is my issue with Africa. Many of our African leaders, they just come, they just, gather wealth for their generation, even the ones unborn, and leave the basic things they are supposed to do for the people. Had it been the Ghanaian fire service came in time, maybe they would have been able to salvage the house to an extent. I don't know why in a country we would just sit down, there's no fire service, there's no emergency service. What if something happens? How can you be calling the fire service in a country and they will not respond? This same thing happens in Nigeria. And that was why I gave the example of that comedian, AY, whose house also, caught fire, and they called the fire service severally. To no avail did the fire service answer. Now, many are saying that what caused the fire? According to reports, the fire was caused by an electrical fault. Over here in Nigeria, the current of light they bring cannot really be vouched for. Over here, when a particular power supply is restored and it causes electrical damage, the power holding companies are not held responsible and told to pay. If it's in the diaspora, you will pay for damages. But over here, I don't know how it is done in Ghana, but I heard similar things are done in Ghana, that when they bring high current power supply and it spoils things, they don't pay. Same thing happens in Nigeria. When they bring very high power supply and the light comes in with full force and burns people appliances, burns people properties, the government does not pay. That is why the power holding companies keep doing it. Normally, before you restore power supply, you're supposed to check if the current is okay, if it is friendly. Now, this woman was not around. I'm sure she had staffs that were in the house taking care of the house for her, only for the power supply to restore light, and it came in with full force. According to what they're saying, that it was an electrical fault. And it's really so sad. Many of these things that happen are things that can be avoided if the government can do better. Now, this beautiful house, this beautiful mansion, these beautiful properties, the designer bags, designer shoes, designer jewelries, everything have gone down the drain. Now, some are also saying that it is Jackie Appiah's haters that, burnt her house. That Jackie Appiah has a lot of people that are jealous of her. She has people that do not like her. Some saying it is a karma, that those that Jackie Appiah offended in the past are the ones that are coming for her. And it made me laugh so much, because in Africa, once something happens to you, you are always pointing at your haters, or you're pointing at your village people. Village people will always get their shade once something happens to you in Africa. But in Jackie Appiah's case, I don't know if it's actually her village people or her competitors in the Ghanaian movie industry, or it's her haters, as they are saying. But what I just know is that many of these things can be avoided. How can they be avoided? When the government takes responsibility of the things they are supposed to do, providing proper emergency services, and also the individual themselves making sure that things are done the right way. Many of us in our homes, we don't turn off the light before going to sleep. We don't turn off the light before going to bed. Most people do not know that when there's a heavy rainstorm, you're not supposed to leave your power supply on. You're supposed to put it in neutral. Many people don't know that. So when there's a heavy thunder storm, your house can easily get, burnt or catch fire when your power supply is on. But when people do not know that, and because of that, you notice that during thunderstorms, during heavy rainfalls, people's homes catch fire. It's because of power surge. So that is just it. It's really so sad. I sympathize with Jackie Appiah that this happened to her, but I know Jackie Appiah is going to bounce back. That woman is a hard worker, and she's going to bounce back. She's going to come out of this bigger than we expect, bigger than we think. Yes, Jackie Appiah will recover all that she lost. I'm saying that with so much confidence, because I know this woman is a hard worker. But feel free to drop your opinions in the comment section. Let's sympathize with Jackie Appiah in the comment section. I'm Delicious Army. I do Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, Ghana, and all the contents relating to them. Do well by liking the video. Do well by subscribing to the channel. I will definitely see you in my next one, guys. Bye bye.